still want to get that shot for a bit later.
Today we're going to take a trip back in time. We're going to go see this old school video camera that I've had since for 20 years or so. It's actually my wife's and she bought it in Japan, so the whole camera is, the menus are in Japanese, and it's, yeah, it's a little ripper. So we're going to see if it still can hold up to today's cameras, and I just want to say I had a lot of fun making this video and using this old camera again, and also Martin Hayden had a go at filming as well, and they really enjoyed it. So it brings a lot of joy, this little tiny thing, so small, but such good technology for the time. And yeah, this is just a little tribute video to the Panasonic NV-GS55. It's a digicam SD, and it's just mini DV, so it's got a tape in there, and the tape is actually a digital videotape. And what you need to do is you need to film, hit stop start, and because you've only got a limited amount of tape, and so you can't just leave it rolling, you only get the clips that you really need. And that's you try and do as much as you can in camera, so without having to use editing suites and stuff like that. So it was a bit of a different way of filming, and less wasteful, but you really have to concentrate on what you're filming. It's got a little zoom toggle at the top which you can zoom in, 100 times zoom, but that's digital zoom. It's yeah, really good little camera. If you've got something like this, you can pick it up on Gumtree for quite cheap, something like this. I'd highly recommend having a play. But there is one thing that is actually really difficult, which is when you, after you've taken the video, you then need to transfer these files onto your computer. And to do that, you need something called a FireWire. And a FireWire is an old type of, it's like a USB, but an older type. And there's a couple of different types of FireWire cables, as I figured out. There's a 400 and there's an 800, and they've got different names, like an IE something 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 1432 or something like that. But I went out onto Gumtree and I bought an old Mac, a Mac Mini, and this Mac Mini was from 2010, and the reason why I got that one was because it had the FireWire built into it. I tried to install a FireWire card into my PC, but it needed some extra power cable to go into the unit, because it was an old type, and my computer inside didn't have this extra power cable, so I couldn't use it, and I had to take it back, and that was like about $100. And so then I just went on to Marketplace and found an old Mac Mini got it for $60 after a bit of haggling, and took it home, wiped it, reloaded on Mac OS just in case there are any viruses or anything on it, and then just used the software that comes with it, which is QuickTime Player, and you can just ingest all the footage from there. You plug into there is the FireWire cable adapter, so you plug that in there, and you have to actually hit play on here. So you rewind it, and then you have to go find the place you want to start, and then you hit play, and then on the computer you actually have to press record, and it actually records it as the screen's going, and it's taking it in, and it have to wait for the whole thing to finish, then you hit stop, and then you can save your file. So that's how we used to have to do it back in the early days of digital video cameras. yeah, and that was a big step up in technology, because before that it was just VHS and it didn't even go anywhere near a computer. It would just always be, you would have to use your camera and a VHS tape player, and you'd have to hit pause on record, and then on here you'd find the clip you want to use, you'd hit play, and then you'd have to, at the same time you'd have to push record on the VHS, and you record that one clip, and then you have to quickly push pause, and then you'd find your next clip on your camera, and then you would hit record again and keep doing that. And sometimes you would have to, you know, it would take hours and hours, and you couldn't really do many effects, so all your effects had to be inside camera, as they say. So yeah, today we're very lucky we can do it all on our phones, and if you've got another camera you can use that. But yeah, the technology we have today is it's good to take a little step back and yeah, just play with it and just see where we've come from. And the reason why we do certain things in editing, you can kind of get a good idea of why. So I hope you enjoy this. Now I'm going to show you the clip that I made, and it's just a bit of fun, and it's a tiny little one, so I've actually made it a little bit bigger, so it fills up the screen a bit, but it's 700 pixels by 400 or something like that. It's tiny. So hope you enjoy this. I certainly did enjoy making it, and yeah, blast from the past. Thank you. Hayden is filming me on a camera that's from 2000, and it's very windy, so it's definitely going to be getting this really bad wind noise. So I'm going to stop talking now and we'll talk later. Grind this rail here, shoot off the end, boom, and then laying down the bank, bam, 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 flipping over cars, doing that shit. I don't remember. From Dare to Air, that was Chris Edwards' throwback. Does anyone remember that? Alright, let's go.
Yes.
Yep, Hayden remembers it.
Rolling deep, wheels screaming, Kensington grime, shattered glass, glints, sharp edges in time. Sweat drip, blood fit, concrete baptized. Bruised shins, ripped jeans, we immortalize. Grind the spine, leave the pain behind. Wax the rail, no fail, rewind. Sweat and blood where the lines align. Kensington grind, Kensington grind. Broken bottles echo, smashing the ramp. Kids ditching bikes, chaos camp. Inline dreams, hardcore scenes. Bruises stack up, we the park fiends. Heart whispers in the night. Screeches of bearings, neon light. Shattered knuckles, fist tight. Still we rise, skate or fight. Grind the spine, leave the pain behind. Wax the rail, no fail, rewind. Sweat and blood where the lines